Crypto Hop coming at you. How's it going, everybody? I'm in Studio A right here, just doing a little vid. Markets are down. If you haven't noticed, I got a couple homies calling me, asking what's going. Like nobody, you can't sit there and say exactly why you think, but I have some notes. I'm going to show you. There is some reasons why the market's coming down. And it has to do with the money. Follow the money, y'all. Crypto is risk on, so some of the movement is sliding out of the risk on asset class, which is crypto. Okay. And so the liquidity, the demand weakness, right? So when the liquidity goes down in the market, cryptocurrency market, less volume creates more price movement, if that makes sense. I just had a buddy talk. I found a good cone, this Bitcoin hyper or whatever it was called. I can't remember. Dude, I look at the liquidity. Guess what the market cap was? It's like $5,600. The entire trading volume for that whole thing. I'm like, bro, what is this? You can move the price 100% with $5,000. That's way too risky. We don't mess with any of that stuff over here. That's the pump and dump narrative straight up is what that is. So anyway, so liquidity. Now, number 3, technical market structure triggers. So breaching psychological technical levels. Okay, now we're talking about TA. Bitcoin dropped below that 100. It triggers stop losses. That's what we're seeing. The $100 mark, it's a round number that's very psychological for human beings. When they're below that 100,000, sell. It just starts selling, which triggers that algorithm to bring the price down. Okay, that's all it is. So the TA structures, long-term holders who usually hold through the dips are selling more than usual because that 100K market level right there, price level. Extra market stressors, okay, geographical uncertainties, weaker than expected and economic data for sure, and the U.S. government shutdown, which we're back open. Okay, we're back open more or less, but it takes a minute to get everything, ducks in a row right there. So that's the thing that we're looking at now. Just a couple bullet points on why it's dumping like that. Let's look at a chart. Now let me show you this chart. This is the Bitcoin chart, everybody. Okay, it's still red. These are daily candles, 24-hour candles, okay? And so I've got a bunch of resistance and support levels on here. We are trading at 94,000. See this bottom blue one? Okay, that was that 96,000 that has strong support, because if you go back and you follow this thing all the way back, it did some things at that level. Okay, so that's what we're looking at. Now, I don't have, okay, let's look at this. Look at this trend line right here. Here, so can you guys see that there's lower highs? As the chart moves along and it bumps up, there's lower highs that keep happening along this little trend line here. Okay, now at the same time, we are seeing lower lows. Those lower highs and lower lows. Let me get back on my... Now, is this thing going to drop down to crazy levels? I mean, look, the fact of the matter is that it's going to continue. We're talking about technical analysis here. It's going to follow in this trend line until something gives. Now this level here is very important. This 94,000. Okay. Let's see what it bounces off today. These are 24-hour candles. Let's see where this thing sets or bounces off of. Now, if you can see these little lines up here, these are the EMAs, okay? Once price action starts moving back above these EMAs, this is a 13-day, that's when things will start stabilizing again. So don't sit here and click the panic button. Look, wealthy people and individuals they are just so stoked right now. They see this as a buying opportunity, okay? Keep some dry powder if you can handy. I have been allocating whatever my allowance is as far as revenue coming in on different projects on the way down, dollar cost average. Don't try to find the bottom perfectly. It's just not going to happen. So let me just leave you guys with this. Let's focus on keeping the position size reasonable. Okay? Reasonable position sizes. Having some dry powder on hand for when events like this happen, we pepper a little bit more in there. Not trying to perfectly catch the bottom. That's what I was saying. Okay? I'd rather have roughly the right direction and whatnot than precisely getting wrecked. We wait for this precision on the very top and the very bottom. That's how you get wrecked, people. And trust me, I've done it. I've done this before. This is about my 6th year in the cryptocurrency market. And it's so nice when you start learning things, when you start learning how to take smaller profits along the way, patting yourself on the back, you feel like you win the game. It's just a great thing. So hopefully you guys have been taking some profits on the way up. So now these downturns don't feel as dramatic, right? That's kind of, I've shuffled my money around within the profitable ones and taking it down into the more riskier, and there's stability with diversity. You spread it out and it becomes more stable in terms of your dollar and cents going up and down. Okay? So just want to leave it at that. If you found some of this information helpful, please give me a thumbs up so more people can see it. But at this time, I gave you those 5 bullet points on what's going on with the market currently. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, people. We're hitting the end of the week here. Government's back open. Things are stabilizing. There's some ETFs being approved. That new XRP ETF was approved. XRP's been a little more stable. And so, yeah, look at this. Look at this. XRP is definitely more stable, and that's probably because, like what we've been talking about, the supply and demand, there's huge supply of XRP. I mean, we're staying strong on this. 218 to 220, we just been kind of moving sideways. This was the doomsday right here, October 10th. And look at this, not much crazy price action since then. So XRP is becoming one of those less volatile, more stable assets that we like to have in our portfolio. Okay. Now, with that said, I don't think we should bet on XRP as being our moon bag that's going to go to 100 or 1,000K. This is more of a long-term buy and hold play for future gains like that. Look at this. It's becoming more stable. This is more stability in your portfolio now. So I actually kind of like that. That said, everybody, appreciate your time jumping in here. If, like I said, give me a thumbs up so people can see this video, get some information out of it. As always, appreciate your time. We're checking in with you day by day. I'll let you guys know how it plays out. All right, enjoy the rest of your day. Have a good weekend, everybody. Try not to stress out, and just, don't look sometimes, depending on where your stop losses are in certain projects. Just don't look at it. Look, you let it stretch out for a long-term hold, because I'm telling you right now, December is going to bring profits. That's all I'm saying. So leave it at that. So I was in downtown Reno. I did a survey asking people if you'd rather have $1,000 cash or 1 Bitcoin. The results kind of amazed me. Click that, the video's right here. It's entertaining, but it's also some good case study stuff right there. Always appreciate the support. Crypto Hop signing off. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, everybody. Peace out.